Hello, you absolutely beautiful people. This is your pal, Edwards here speaking. Welcome to our weekly Zoom full of you beautiful winners. It's great having you here. We've got a strict 1 hour together to have a high-end networking experience. Now, you might be watching to the recording of this or here live. Either way, it's great to have you with us. Now, there's a few quick things to make it all work and beautiful. Please keep yourself unmuted. Before you speak, unmute yourself. When you're done, please mute yourself to help control the crowd. And keep your pictures nice and short. So when you're off mic, when you're on microphone, speak nice and clearly, nice and directly. No trolling, no trash talking. And here's the positive: use the chat, network with each other, make friends, and absolutely go for it. Now, just to set up the evening, I just want to give a quick shout out to some of our commanders. We've got awesome Lassie. Big round of applause to Lassie. Big welcome to Lassie, one of our commanders. We've got Carlo from the West Coast. Carlo, good to see you. Welcome. Who are other officers on the line? I'm scanning to. Oh my God, we got Celeste Ansell. Say hello to Celeste, everyone, an absolute legend. And I'll just jump to the other screen. I've only got one screen so far, which is good. So welcome, everyone. What we're going to do is we're going to dive right into a high-end, high-energy network experience. And to kick off the evening, I think we definitely got to get Carlo involved as our first one. And Carlo, I've got to say, how you doing this evening? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, Ed. Another busy week, and yeah, pretty pumped for tonight.
Now, have you been watching any Italian gangster films lately involving Joe Pesci, Carlo?
Yeah, I've had to do more research and just been watching a bit of his history.
Oh, it's great. Now, Carlo, very quickly, what do you do for a living and how do you help people?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm a wordsmith. So what I do is with your messy sort of like copy, I turn it around and increase your sales with persuasive copywriting with a twist of storytelling. So important these days.
Oh, Carlo, it's the best. And Carlo, what are some of your tips as well for everyone to maximize this networking experience?
Yeah, I sound like to repeat your own words is just use the chat room. Just make comments and send links, and if you quick enough, log into LinkedIn there and yeah, just connect with people, and even save the chat. That's a very good idea. There's 3 little dots down the bottom right hand side, so save it, so you've got people's records.
Oh, beautiful, Carlo. Big round of applause to Carlo. I think we've got Celeste there. Celeste, how are you doing this evening? Great to see you.
Sorry, I'm trying to go through more than one screen. I'm really...
Oh, hey, Celeste, it's great to see you. How have you been? How's life?
Oh, good. I've got a few things in the works at the moment, so I've been keeping myself busy. So it's all about being organised for me. I think that's something that I'm learning, that I'm not organised. And it's okay to be that way, but to allow yourself that kind of time frame if you've got a few things to do throughout the day.
Oh, I've got to say, your authenticity is refreshing, Celeste. And you tell us, what do you do and how do you help people, Celeste?
So I am a LinkedIn coach. So if you're just starting out, you don't know what you're doing, if you've been on LinkedIn for a while and you're just like, I don't know why my network or my posts or anything aren't working, or if you're looking to switch it up, I'm the person to talk to, because I will help you one-on-one in mentoring and give you tips and tricks to get you smashing LinkedIn.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And Celeste, what are some of your tips for everyone tonight to maximize this networking experience?
Oh, I think it's about not being shy. You know, you're giving people opportunity here. People are taking time out of their evening, morning, during the day, wherever you are, to be part of this event. So you can take advantage of that by speaking up. When there's an opportunity for networking or spruiking yourself, put your hand up, because this is where something can really start for you. You can have one connection out of this whole event, and that can get the ball rolling for you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Celeste, great having you. Round of applause to Celeste. And as one of our commanders have come in, Adrian Lee, the sexy hot guy from Melbourne. Adrian, how you doing this evening?
G'day, Ed, and g'day, everyone. How is everyone? Pumped?
Oh, we're great, Adrian. What have you been up to? How's life in the fast lane?
Mate, life is amazing at the moment. Lots of great things happening. LinkedIn is awesome as usual. Everyone's smiling and happy.
Oh, and it's great. And Adrian, besides being really sexy, what do you do for a living and how do you help people?
Ed, great question. So I'm an online personal trainer, and I simplify fitness for busy men and women, and help strengthen their bodies and minds through flexible online training.
Oh, very good. And what are some of your tips so everyone kicks butt on this networking event tonight? Awesome, Adrian.
Ed, just connect. Get out and connect with everyone. Don't be shy, as the young Celeste was saying before. And connect. Connection's the key. Build relationships.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Big round of applause to Adrian there. I think our officers for now. Now, what I want to do is a quick thing as well for this evening. If you haven't already, please make sure you connect with everyone. In particular, connect with Lassie. Say hello to Lassie again. Awesome Lassie. She's looking after the piggies right now. She's an indefatigable lady. Make sure you connect with Lassie, because what Lassie's going to do is she's going to do a few networking post brands together. So if you haven't already, please connect with everyone, in particular, awesome Lassie, which is a great one. Now, just to kick off the evening as well, it's time for us to have our first rounds of elevator pitches. Now, elevator pitches go for 30 to 45 seconds. So keep them nice, tight, and strong. And what you do is when you do an elevator pitch, unmute your microphone first, deliver the pitch, and then mute it when you're done, just to keep the audio down and everything good. So, my friends, what I want you to do is, if you want to do an elevator pitch, hold up your hand and keep it up. And I'm going to pick 3 people now. We've got Rachel in number 1. We've got Annie number 2 and Mel number 3. And don't worry if you missed out. We'll get you later on. Rachel, good morning. The floor is yours.
Good morning, Ed and everyone. I'm Rachel, Focus Guru. I help overworked and overwhelmed business owners take back control. But I'm not going to talk to you about that today, because I was having a chat with Mel earlier this week, and she thought you would absolutely love this story. So I run 4 networking events, of which one is on a Sunday. And on Sunday, we had a guy talking to us about laughter yoga. But the chat was all about whether you should laugh whilst having sex. So because we also had someone there who sells sex toys. And it's about being yourself when you're networking. Build those relationships. Some people will hate you for talking about laughter and sex. Some people will bypass you if you talk about dildos. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They're never going to be your customer. So just be you and connect with the people that resonate with you.
Okay, so just to clarify, you're saying it's okay to talk about sex, laughter, and dildos while networking. Are you encouraging that?
Yes, absolutely. If that's what you want to talk about.
Excellent. We've got Rachel on record. Nah, just kidding. She's awesome. Rachel, round of applause to you. And that's it. You heard it from Rachel. It's sex, laughter, and dildos with networking with Edward. Annie Pateman, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Well, I've got a very special offer tonight. I have got my book on offer. I'm a 3 times cancer survivor, and it's all about overcoming adversity, building resilience and hope. And all I'm asking is for you to pop over onto my Instagram page, follow me there, and you'll go in the draw for my book, The Strength Within.
Oh, very nice, Annie. And quick round of applause to Annie. And just before we go to Mel, I forgot to mention as well, with the chat, put in, by all means, your LinkedIn. Also put in your Insta and Facebook as well. So if you want to connect with people on Insta or even YouTube, put all your links in there. And one thing is as well, someone follows you on Insta, make sure you follow them back. So just keep it that way. So Annie, great having you with us. And of course, Mel. How you doing, Mel? It's great to see you. What's going on?
Not too bad. I'm happy tonight. So g'day all. As young Edward said, I'm Mel Jensen. I'm an author with 6 published ebooks on Smashwords. Number 7 is due out at the end of June. Each is transgender and lesbian themed with a lot of sex scenes. Thank you, Rachel. Except for my continuing series. M.A. Seymour is my author name. I'm also going to be starting my candle making business in July, which I'm pumped about. My goal is to set up a housing and employment centre for abuse survivors and LGBTIQA+ humans, that's a big one, all fully funded via sales. I'm also an affiliate marketer. I will post the links in the chat, including my LinkedIn link. Cheers all. Thanks, guys.
Oh, Mel, welcome in. You're an amazing woman, and it's a pleasure. And we've had one of our officers sign in. She's an incredible lady. She's got a superhero cape behind her, and she is based out of Singapore, where she commands her legions in conquering the world. She's brilliant. She's a networking queen. Tara Lee Harrison, how you doing?
Hey, Ed and everyone. So good to see you all today. I just finished networking in the UK, popped on over here, but this is so exciting to be with you all.
And Tara Lee, you are an absolute networking pro. I've learned so much from you. Tara Lee, can you give us some hot networking tips on how to not only maximize this experience, but maximize our networking in general?
Two things if I could share tonight. Just number one is I want to encourage you to be yourself, be the real you, and tell your story, okay? Our stories are so powerful, and people just don't know sometimes what it is we've had going on. The other day on LinkedIn, I made a quick video, and it's all true, but I shared I almost died 2 years ago, right? And how it changed my life and how I look at my business. But people just don't know these things. And it's these things that help us be like, wow, I want to follow her. I had no idea. And our struggles can be inspiration and motivation for other people. And so be yourself. Secondly, when you have the chance to come on screen like this and pitch everyone, I want to encourage you to always, I'm not going to say do a big ask with a K, but what I'm going to say is always let us know who would be a good referral partner for you. So if you are a financial advisor and love to meet accountants, tell us, right? I might not have a referral for a financial advising client for you today, but I might absolutely have an accountant I want to introduce you to, or spell out to us, hey, I'm looking to expand in the US, I'm looking to expand into wherever you're looking to expand. You just don't know who we might be able to connect you to, but if you don't tell us, we don't know and we can't make it happen. So that's it for tonight.
Oh, beautiful. Big round of applause to Tara Lee. Make sure you connect with Tara Lee. Amazing leader and top networking pro. Now, I was going to say we're going to take a few more pictures from the room. So, and also as well, I want to say this as well. If you're a quiet person, now's the time to go forward. I saw Kashmira. I saw your hand go up. So you're number one. Two more people to pitch. We've got Kashmira, and I saw Michael Dahan and Marilyn. You guys got in first. So we'll go Kashmira, Michael Dahan, who's a hot ball guy, and Marilyn. So Kashmira, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Kashmira. I'm an India-based transformation coach. I've been doing this for 14 years. And the premise of my work is aligning what you're doing and how you relate with people with what is within you. Your value set, your vision, your unique area of genius. And it is becoming more and more relevant that you can find a way to create success as well as meaning. And my ideal client would be a solopreneur who is probably really found work that they are passionate about and are struggling with how to find success doing that, or small enterprises, 0 to 20 employees, who are starting to see success and yet want to make an impact in their ecosystem. So that's me. I have my link in the chat. Please connect with me. I love talking with people. And I was on Rachel's Laugh and Sex, and I can tell you, it was fun, something you missed.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I got to say, we've had a great evening. We've talked about sex, dildos, great stuff. And now to add to that, we're going to talk about money. Michael Dahan, the other sexy bald guy, can you add to our conversation another taboo being money? How you doing, Michael?
Yeah, excellent. Thanks, Ed. And I'm going to be true to label. So thanks, Tara Lee, for that little tip. So, and I'm a wealth manager. I know money backwards. I'm a money guru. But where my passion is working with women. So what I find with a lot of women that they've lost their financial independence, they lost their financial freedom. So they don't speak up around what they need around financial well-being. And we're even seeing in Australia that there's a lot more homeless women at age 55. So my passion is to serve women, transform their relationship with money at an early age, where they make quality decisions and they live their best life and not rely on a guy, to be honest. So a connection piece for me would ideally be women's network groups that are really looking to add value to their members and really get them starting to think about their money situation, their relationship with money, and to transform that relationship and be the best that they can be. Thank you.
Oh, Michael's incredible. And just before you go, Michael, just an uncomfortable but important question. Why are women tragically more homeless in their 50s? Why does that happen? How does such thing happen in our civilization?
Yeah, a number of reasons, Ed. So one is that, as I said, that they sort of lose their voice. They don't ask for promotions. They don't get paid the same as men. They take on caring roles. So they tend to be caring for children or elderly parents, so they're out of the workforce. So their superannuation is 50% less than males.
Wow.
And then there's other issues like domestic violence and things that go on there, which I won't go into, but there's just many reasons why women aren't empowered where they should be in regard to being financially independent, financial freedom.
Michael, it's a real taboo, touchy area, and I just want to say thank you for dealing with it. Round of applause for me. Very noble of you, Michael. And we got Marilyn. How you doing this evening, Marilyn?
Well, for me, it's early morning. It's a little after 4 in the morning because I live in Richmond, Virginia. I am a naturopathic doctor, been one for 40 years. And what I am doing right now is helping people release their stress, fear, and anxiety through natural healing modalities that I use. And I've written 2 books. I wrote 2 books in 1 year. So they're my bestsellers, and one's called Be Amazing, Powerful Results Are Just a Leap Away. It's a motivational book. And the other is called Pulling It All Together for a Healthier You, which is a book that comprises 40 years of the healing modalities that I use. One of my favorite chapters in there is chapter 11. It's called Healing from the Kitchen. So there's products in your kitchen that you can use to take care of yourself, especially if you don't want to go outside. So everybody's talking about the sun. I hope the sun comes up. It's still dark here. But I'm glad to be here, Edward, because it's a stretch for me. I am not a morning person, but this is worth coming to.
And Marilyn's up at 4 a.m. and we've got Brittany. Can we unmute for a second to give all these people around the world a round of applause for getting up at crazy times? Round of applause. You're brilliant. Your dedication is absolutely second to none. And you said the health word. And we've talked about, some real taboo topics. So let's keep the taboo going. Let's talk to Adrian Lee about health and weight loss. Because I tell you what, the first 2 weeks of Corona, when they shut down the gyms, I went full like a little balloon. I've been losing all my Corona weight. I'm almost there. Adrian, as the world reopens, what are some of your top sexy health tips for us all?
Okay, so other than a great night's sleep, to vitality and energy and youth, 3 simple things I recommend. 1, have a step counter every day, like a walking steps tracker. So for example, let's just roll out a number. 8 to 10,000 is great. And just so you know, I'm sedentary all day and I still get 10,000 in every day and I'm busier than ever. So that's not an excuse. Number 2, lift weights. Build muscle. Muscle is the key. Muscle burns twice the amount of calories just by being on your body without doing anything. Number 3, prioritize protein at every meal. Every meal. Whether you're vegetarian or you like meat, protein every meal. That's going to help you to stay fuller for longer. It's going to allow you to burn body fat and build muscle. And a bonus, obviously stay hydrated. Hydrate first thing in the morning throughout the day.
And just on that note, lately Lassie and I have become addicted to kombucha. It's a beautiful flavored tea. And I tell you what, it's so low on sugar. And since I've been having it's really aided digestion. Why? I know you're a kombucha fan. Why is kombucha such a good thing for health and weight loss and all that, Adrian?
It's really good for the gut. Without going too deep, it's really good for the gut. Now, as well as kombucha, you could try like sauerkraut and apple cider vinegar.
Whoa,
so just so you know,
apple cider buff.
So with apple cider vinegar, it helps with digestion. So if you have like a heavy meal, you just have like a couple of teaspoons with just a little bit of water, throw it back. It'll burn a little bit, but it's good. It also helps to stabilize your blood sugars as well. That's about it. It's not going to help you to lose weight. It's just going to help you to stabilize your blood sugars. It's going to help you for digestion. And that's about it.
Adrian, that's really good. Can we give Adrian a round of applause? Now, I am targeting there's a certain influencer in the group who I understand just reached 11,000 connections or fans the other day. She's powerful. She's had posts go viral, getting hundreds of thousands of views. And I tell you what, she is the ultimate troll slayer. Celeste, how you doing this evening?
I'm super pumped. Yeah, I hit 11,000 followers, I think, earlier today. So yeah, I absolutely love odd numbers. I'm a fan of those. So 11,000 is great for me.
And I've got to say, Celeste, you've done that in a very short space of time. And I know the global stats. Very few people on LinkedIn break 10,000 followers. Celeste, how did you go to 11,000 followers in such a short space of time? What are some of your sexy tips for the wonderful audience here?
Well, you have to be willing to put yourself out there. If you're not doing anything and you're hoping people are just going to like your face, you're not going to get very far. So for me, it's about being active. It's also about giving back to people, not having it as a one-way street. So looking at, people's content, supporting their content, sending messages, building relationships with people, because numbers are good, but relationships and connections and quality conversations are even better. So really that's the starting point, having a good audience, and then delving deeper and actually finding opportunities and ways to collaborate and ways to build your business is really the beauty of LinkedIn, because it's all organic. And I love that.
Oh yeah, it's great. And what kind of content have you done that's really taken off for you? What's some of the hottest forms of content we can put out there?
Well, I love doing the networking post. I do one daily. So if you're struggling to build your network and you don't know where the hell to start, best thing to do is actually follow me and jump on my networking post, because there's people who are giving permission for you to connect with them. So if you can find a couple of those, I would start with that. Also, being really brutally honest can sometimes work in your favor. That's happened to me a few times. Text only works really well, especially when you're first starting out. But as you go on, having value. So if you're in a particular field and you've got expertise, people absolutely love it when you share some value and some of, it could be really quick tips that people can use in their everyday life. I can tell you what, people really respond to that.
Oh, Celeste, well said. Big round of applause to Celeste, and please follow Celeste, of course, on LinkedIn.
Stalk me, seriously, I don't mind.
Yes, stalk Celeste, she loves it. Whatever you do, don't troll her though.
Don't troll me though, you'll know about it.
Yeah. Celeste will dox you back into the Stone Age.
I'll just block you. To be honest, it's only when it's really bad. To be honest, it happens often enough now. You have to have a thick skin. So this is another thing as well. As you grow, there might be you might be inundated with weird requests, people who are sending you a lot of information that is nothing to do with what you do, or it might be inappropriate. Have take everything with a grain of salt and just be ready to block and report, because you've got to stay on message. You've got to stay focused on your goals, and don't let one or two people get you off your path.
Oh, that's gold advice, Celeste. Thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I just want to go back to some elevator pictures from the room. If you haven't gone yet, put up your hand. We've got Tracy 1. We got Kay Downey, and we got Margaret Lilburn in the beautiful purple. So let's start with Tracy Kay, then Margaret. Tracy, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy and I own a business called Tracy's Wellness Mojo. And what I do is help people with their sleep, their energy and their nutrition, and increasing their immunity, all through whole food natural nutrition. So that enables people to really fill all those nutritional gaps that happen in our daily lives. As much as most of us like to think that we eat really well, unfortunately, due to farming practices and even with organic foods, we don't get enough nutrition into our body due to the uptake of our systems. So we help with that, and I'm having some great success and absolutely love helping others.
Oh, Tracy, round of applause and thank you. My wonderful friend from the UK, Kay Downey. How are you doing, my Welsh friend?
I'm doing very well, thanks, Ed, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. I'm Kay, and my business is Kay Downey, the Soul Mechanic. I help you to be your authentic self by shifting blocks that's within you. We are programmed from birth to believe that we're something that we're not necessarily, and I help you to be the authentic you. We've heard a lot about authenticity tonight, and it's true. We need to be ourselves. We need to feel comfortable in our own skin. And that's what I do. And I can help you wherever you are. And I can help with anxiety, depression as well. So if you want to connect with me, my links are in the chat. And I also read tarot and soul cards. Thanks for the opportunity, Ed.
Oh, tarot and soul, very cool. And I had a good meeting with Kay. Kay's an amazing lady. Let's show her maximum love. Kay, love your work. And to one of my friends, we're on the phone. We've been on the phone a lot lately. Awesome, Margaret, my wonderful friend Margaret, powerhouse lady. Margaret, how are you doing this evening?
Myself doing very, very well, actually. I am a longevity coach. I teach people to be younger, but also I teach people to overcome their adversities. A lot of people don't realize they create their world by what they say. And if anybody wants to take charge of their life, I just actually can definitely help you. And I'm a major connector. And I just want to share with you about one of the company I'm working with. One of the major products. It's a stem cell product, Stemolytics. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We follow up the age pill with Stemolytics now. So aging is going to be turned on its head.
Ooh, so that pill will help slow down aging. Shall it? Awesome, Margaret?
This pill actually targets cells that are dying that send out distress signals and therefore cause issues throughout the body. But it allows new stem cells to grow.
Ooh, this sounds very, very awesomely military-ish. I like it. Can we give a round of applause to Margaret? And just quickly, Margaret as well also is quite big in the Meetup universe too, aren't you, Margaret?
Yes, I am. I've got business networking community.
Yeah, if you want, Margaret, please share all your links in the comments just so everyone can get in contact.
I'm actually, yes, I will do that, absolutely. And I'm going to be actually hosting an amazing interview with someone very high up in the sizzle community, answer all your questions about anti-aging and what you can do. And I really want to say, everybody, I love dolphins. Dolphins are people who actually want to help others. I want to attract so many dolphins, and I'm going to need a lot of dolphins for various projects coming up.
Ooh,
I'm very excited by it.
I don't know about you, but I'm pro-dolphin. Put up your hand if you're pro-dolphin. I'm pro-dolphin. Yeah. Keep those Japanese away from them, huh? That was a joke. Margaret, great having you with us. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to quickly tweak the flow for a second. So if you haven't gone yet in a pitch, don't you worry. There'll be plenty of time to do it. We're almost at the halfway mark. We've got 32 minutes left and just a few quick things. Please make sure if you haven't already, connect with wonderful Lassie. So give Lassie a quick wave if you can hear us. I know Lassie's busy working away. Make sure you'll connect with Lassie and connect with each other. Keep using the chat and keep connecting with each other. Now, a quick thing I want to do is at the halfway mark is I want to get a few shares from people in the room. What we're going to do is I want to hear from people in the room an idea that will improve the world. So if you've got an idea that will improve the world, now's the time to hear it. Go for good old 30 to 60 seconds. If you've got an idea that will improve the world, I want to hear it. We've got Annette first, two more people. Who's got an idea? We've got Annette, Celeste, and who else has got an idea that will improve the world? Who else has got an idea that will improve the world? And Wendy. Wendy, yeah? I just saw your hand up, Wendy. Yeah, we got it. So let's go with our first one. Annette, what's your idea that will improve the world?
I think you should join my business, actually. So that's what I do. I improve people's worlds. So I get them from a state of complacency to a place where they can experience more confidence and success. And my tip for improving the world is just don't watch the news.
Would you say the news is fake news and it's lies and they're enemy of the people? Would you say that?
Look, I don't know, but I'm just hearing so many conflicting stories lately that I just have to turn the TV off now and say no more. It's been amazing. And the other thing I actually wanted to mention too is there's an amazing program on the SBS at the moment, and it's called Filthy Rich and Homeless. And if you haven't watched it, please do try and watch it. It is amazing. And it gives you a real inside look at mental health in homeless people. So highly suggest it.
Well, as a guy with mental health issues who's been homeless, bless your heart, Annette. Everyone, round of applause to Annette. Make sure you connect with Annette, an amazing lady on a mission to win. Celeste, what's your idea to improve the world?
I actually wanted to agree with Annette on a couple of points. Yes, join her business if it resonates with you, because she's a superstar. She's freaking generous. So if she floats your boat, seriously get in contact with her. Secondly, the news. I don't watch the news either. I was actually going to talk about filtering what you allow into your life. So for me, I was driving around in my car doing a whole lot of stuff today, and I was literally just, I was singing to myself and it made me so happy. And these are the things you can make a choice to go, you know what, I'm going to use a stimulus like music, like food, like working with other people that light me up, and take the positive out of that and let that kind of color my days. So using that kind of energy and blocking out things that might not serve you as well, because we choose to have our own experience. We have a whole world out there, but we can only take in a certain percentage. So why don't you take the best bits of it and use that as your experience for life?
Oh, well said. Round of applause to Celeste and my wonderful friend, Wendy Nicol. Wendy, you've had your hand up. Wendy, what's your idea to improve the world?
My idea is, yes, by all means, Google everything. It's great. I didn't have Google when I was a kid. But think for yourself, please. Think for yourself. Don't just believe someone because they have on a nicer suit than you or they've done their hair better than you. Like, I haven't even done my hair properly today. Anyway, so just think for yourself. That's it.
Wendy, that's so well said. And before you go, Wendy, what do you do quickly for a living before you run off?
Yes, well, I've got a startup sole trader business helping people find homes for themselves. So basically, to not get ripped off by the real estate agents, don't believe the price they have up there. That's my part of my think for yourself philosophy. And they go, oh yeah, the owner. Someone said to me this week. He said, Wendy, that unit that you're looking at for your client, he said, you know, if you give them an offer of $749,000, they're a numbers guy. They'll take that straight away. You won't even have to go to auction. And I said, oh, really? Okay, well, I'll review the contract and I'll decide whether I think it's worth it. But, you know, I can tell you for a start, there's no way my client's going to go anywhere near that price. And he says, well, I just thought I'd let you know. And he's called me 2 days in a row since then, saying basically the same thing. I read through the contract and I find out that, no, this person's not a numbers guy. He's actually somebody who is not a resident of Australia, I think has to leave and has to sell. So I've just got the evidence, make my own decision, think for myself and not be influenced by somebody because they have, you know, maybe more confidence than I do. So you can often say that person's got more confidence. What they say must be, you know, must be true. But no, not in sales anyway.
True, that's it. I tell you what, great one, Wendy. Don't believe what you hear and watch out for fake news. Watch out for fake news.
Yeah.
There you go. No more fake news. That's awesome. I'm going to say we're having a great evening so far. I just want to check in. If you think we're having a great evening so far, give me a victory sign. Can I get a victory sign? And if you're having a real shitty time, give me a victory sign too. Give me a victory sign. Who's having a shitty time? That's good. We're all like, Lassie's having a shitty time, but don't worry, we'll improve. We'll pick it up later. That's good. Now I'm going to say it's great having you with us. Now I've got an interesting section. Hear me out. And by the way, you're going to have time to pitch. You're not going to miss out, so don't worry. I want to invite elevator pitches for the room, but I want to aim at the quiet people. So if you're a loudmouth like me, I'm going to give you the invitation to just shut the hell up for a minute. Okay, if you're a loudmouth like me, just shut up, right? But if you're a quiet, nice person that always gets downtrodden by loudmouths like me, I'm speaking to the quiet, nice people here. So if you're a quiet, nice person such as Peter Thornton that's having trouble coming out of their shell, Peter Thornton, now is a great time for you to do a pitch. And I think, Peter Thornton, I think we should definitely, Peter, we should definitely have someone pitch. Peter, how you doing this evening, Peter Thornton? Oh, unmute, man. Unmute, Peter. Oh, Peter, unmute. I'll get you. Hang on. Hey, Peter. Oh. And we just lost Peter. I must have cursed him somehow. Hang on a sec. Hey, Peter, we haven't got your signal. That's weird. Can everyone hear me all right? Quick thumbs up if you can hear me. Peter, we'll come back to you. There's something weird going on with your audio. Can you try unmuting yourself? No, what we'll do is we'll come back to very handsome Peter. I think the gremlins are trying to take down his internet. Who else wants to have a go? Who's a quiet person that wants to do a pitch? Quiet person? We got Shreyas and Ehab. Let's go with Shreyas and Ehab. Shreyas, the floor is yours.
Hey, thanks, Ed. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shreyas, a recent automotive engineering graduate. For the last 11 months, I've been doing educational consultancy business. So I've just had my 400th client yesterday, and my USP is I never advertise about my business. It's just all about word of mouth. And I'm excited to tell everyone that in the next couple of weeks, I'll be Insight certified to offer executive and life coaching. So which will be my side hustle in addition to my design engineering job that I do for a German MNC. So glad to be here. And as Ed said, I'm the most silent of the lot here. So it's nice to see you all and share my experiences with you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Shreyas. We'll have Ehab and then we'll give Peter another shot if the gremlins stopped attacking your internet. So we'll go Ehab, then Peter. Ehab, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Edward. So glad for this opportunity. Been one of your fans for quite some time, and loving your work and your spirit. When you said the quite nice ones, I thought I might come out of the shell. I used to be loud and out there, and I'm one of the first ones who have been most connected on LinkedIn in Australia. In fact, I was actually the second most connected in Australia who hit the 30,000 limit many years ago. The first was Stan Rallyhan. The quick tip for those who want to expand their network on LinkedIn, the quick tip would be to look up LION, L-I-O-N, which stands for LinkedIn Open Networker. I had a blog which is called Linked Fans. I'll put the link in the chat.
Share the blog.
Yeah,
Share
I
the
will.
blog. Yes.
So I had many tips there on how to expand your network and how to join groups and so forth. I won't go into all those details now. I specialize in SAP training, and I'm hoping to move into recruitment at some stage. If anyone can connect me or knows any tips on becoming a recruiter. And
Finish up, Ehab.
Last one is if anyone wants help with having a website, get in touch.
Oh, pleasure. Round of applause to Ehab. Ehab, share your blog. We're going to try my friend Peter from Canada again. I'm going to try unmuting you, Peter. And it's weird, Peter. Can you unmute yourself by any chance? Zoom is conspiring against us. Zoom and the fake news are working. Oh, Peter, how you doing?
Oh, very good. First, I'm not very quiet individual, but I like to listen to a lot of the people on the Meetup. But I'm a B2B content writer and researcher in Toronto. And what the last big project I had was writing a Sharia-compliant mortgage for the Muslim community of North America. But I also write high-end products. For high-end products that don't sell themselves. And again, thank you for everyone on this site. I really enjoy listening and learning. Thank you.
Oh, Peter, round of applause. And Peter's a very nice and kind man. So everyone, please connect with Peter and show him maximum love. Peter, just want to say we absolutely appreciate you. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
Pleasure. Now, I actually want to bounce back to our awesome friend from Singapore who runs a global enterprise, and she commands tons of people and does an amazing job. Tara Lee, what are some of the biggest networking mistakes we can make out there? What are some of the top mistakes you see every day?
Oh my gosh, you know what they are, and you all. I want to see. Just give me the thumbs up if I'm on track. So, you connect with someone and they say, "Hi, buy my thing." Does that annoy you? Right? Hi, invest in my business. It's annoying, right? Hi, would you marry me? Annoying, right? Just you know those things, right? So it all comes back to what did Celeste say a few minutes ago, but it's about the connection and the relationship. So we don't want to try to marry people on the first date. We want to attempt to build that relationship. Not everyone you reach out to is going to just instantly grab hold of what you're saying and want to chat with you. But that quick sell is not going to get you where you want to go. So reaching out just to say, hey guys, or hey to this person, I would love to explore with you what we might be able to do to collaborate together. I'd like to get to know about your business. I'd like to get to know you. That's the way to go, Ed. That's the way to go. So we don't want to get these annoying things. We don't want to be the ones who are annoying, and we want to minimize as much of the annoying things as possible.
Oh, well said, Tara Lee. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I just want to bounce over to our very handsome and wonderful friend, Adrian Lee. Adrian, I want to ask you something, right? Which chocolate is better for you? Would it be Cadbury Bubbly or Maltesers? Which product would you recommend and why?
It's a this or that question, Ed.
This or that. Seriously, I don't know about you, but I've had problems with food my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of us get addicted to food at times, be it potato chips, carbs, chocolate, wine, whatever. What are some of your tips for breaking food addictions? In fact, before I ask that, put up your hand if you've ever suffered from a food addiction. Put up your hand. Everyone. What are some of your tips for breaking food addictions, Adrian?
One step at a time. To be honest, eating real, like as I was saying before, eating protein and vegetables at every meal with a little bit of fat, so like avocado or some nuts or something, but food volume is the key with protein. Like it will almost eliminate any issues with food cravings or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, your body's craving nutrients. That's what it wants. I used to go through the same things until I started to do my research many years ago on nutrition. And now I can help people just simplify it. Like there's no magic bullet. It's just eat real food and eat lots of it. And what I mean by lots of veggies in that, like just simple stuff. And if you struggle to make the food, or you know for whatever reason you don't have the time because of your schedule, then simply get a meal prep company. Or there's other ways to go around it. But at the end of the day, just eat real food and then start with one meal at a time. So like one meal is easily attainable. One meal every day over the next week or 2 weeks or the next month. And then, you know, try another meal. Say it's breakfast, the next month do lunch. Make that meal a little bit better. It's just about being a little bit better, not all at once. It's not like you turn everything upside down and go, oh, wow, I've got to go and do this now. Still eat your chocolate, still eat your chips, just a little bit better. Just a little bit better every day. That's it. That's how you win at everything in life.
Oh, Adrian, well said. Round of applause to Adrian. I just want to quickly bounce over to awesome Carlo for a second, and our friend Gunnar's in here. I'll say hello to Gunnar in a minute. Carlo, I want to bounce back to you and change the topic flow for a minute. Now, Carlo, you're a persuasive copywriter, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly, Ed. That's my specialty.
Now, Carlo, what are some of your tips for making our writing that little bit extra hot, spicy, and persuasive?
Yeah, well, the best thing is don't look at persuasion as arm twisting. Just look at it at guiding your prospect. So use simple words that people understand. That's really the trick. Don't need to hype and no BS.
And what are some of the top highest converting simple words you've ever used, Carlo?
Easy. That's a real easy one to remember. So you've got easy, money, guaranteed, results, effective.
Effective. What about the word secrets? Do you like the word secrets?
Well, yes, you are a great user of the word secret. So you're right on the money with your webinar promotions.
Oh, Carla, I've got to say you're a great guy. And before you go, Carla, I understand that you have a very cool free PDF file for everyone with power words in it. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. It's been a real big hit with a lot of the community here, and love to share it with all the good people tonight. But there's a caveat.
And I understand that this PDF, it costs $100 US. How can people get it from you for free? What's the secret password to get it for free? What do I have to say to you?
Well, it's an Italian, it's the word of a very famous Italian actor. So just say Al Pacino, or even surname's enough, and I'll shoot it off to you.
Excellent. So if you tell Carlo Al Pacino's the greatest actor ever, you'll get the PDF for free, or you can pay him $100 US. The choice is yours. Sounds good, Carlo?
Yeah, done deal, Ed.
Pleasure. Round of applause to Carlo. I just noticed my friend Gunnar. Gunnar, he's got the Opera House right behind him. Gunnar, I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been all these years, Gunnar?
All these years, you're funny, Ed. Very well, actually. I'm a very great spot these days.
Now, I've got to say, Gunnar, you're like working for Hootsuite now, doing all this crazy stuff. What have you been up to? It's pretty cool, Gunnar.
Yeah, thank you. So let me show you something, Ed, when already you talk about Hootsuite. So for those who don't know, Hootsuite is a great software and market leader actually for social media management, where you have all of your social media platforms in one dashboard and you can handle everything there. That works for small business up to enterprises. And that's how it looks like. And I really enjoy. So I look after partnerships in Asia Pacific. These are companies like Adobe, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and even Nextdoor, TikTok, which is the other Nextdoor. And it's great to be active in the social media space.
Oh, incredible. And Gunnar, just before you go, and again, Gunnar's a great guy. Make sure to connect Gunnar. Gunnar, do you have any LinkedIn or social networking tips, or what tips have you got right from the inner workings of your mind and Hootsuite?
Yeah, there's never a second chance to make a first impression. I just typed it in the chat as well. Because how would we remember who was the person who we tried to connect to yesterday when there's nothing in it? And then next week we will see the person is posting and think, who was it? And then I look into the person, and if there is no message, we don't know what was the hook. I don't know it was someone who attended your group, for example. So therefore, I'm a big fan of using personalized invites. And if somebody connects with me without that, but I find the hook quite easily, then I'm happy to write back. And that stays in between at the start of a great conversation. Therefore, I'm a little bit less against the total open connection with everyone. It's not about the number, but about the strength of the connection.
Oh, very well said. Gunnar, thank you. Round of applause to Gunnar. Everyone make sure you connect with Gunnar. And very quickly, friends, we've got 12 minutes left. We're going to go straight back to elevator pitches. If you haven't gone yet, now's your chance. If you want to do an elevator pitch and you haven't gone yet, put up your hand. We got Dixit. Who else we got? We got Femi. Femi. I've got Dixit, Femi. Who else wants to do an elevator pitch? Put up your hand and keep it up. And we got Brittany, and we'll squeeze Liz in there as well. So I just can't remember what I said. That's right. It's handsome Dixit, then it's sexy Femi. Go Dixit, then it's Femi.
Thanks, Ed. It's not necessarily an elevator pitch. Hi, everyone. I appreciate the chance to share something. So I have a background in architecture, but I've been building an app around mental health and teenage suicide. So it's a big passion project of mine that I've been working with a business partner, and I'm going to be transitioning out of architecture in 12 months. So I'm looking for people or collaboration if anyone's got contacts in technical expertise, so software development, as well as people in the early age education. So we want to pilot the app and the workings of it in primary schools. So if anyone's got any connections or people that they know to help point me in the right direction, I would most certainly appreciate that. We do have connections in all the mental health organizations, so that's not what I'm after. but anyone with technical expertise and education knowledge, I'd love your help. Thank you.
Oh, Dix, it's a pleasure and noble cause you're writing to us. Femi, great having you with us. How you doing, Femi?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing very well, thank you. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, your signal's a bit weak, but go for it, Femi, please.
Can everyone hear me? Hello?
Yeah, go for it, Femi. Shoot, tell us about you.
Okay. I'm a Nigerian. I'm presently an intern at KPMG International. I have a passion for education and technology. I'm putting together a team that is trying to build the gap between what's being taught in school and what is actually needed in the real world, because I've understood that the curriculum in school doesn't actually fit what is actually expected in the real world. So you have people who are actually school smart, but not life smart. How many of you agree with me that there are people like that? You know, always going to class, you know? So exactly, thank you. So I'm trying to help people really to bridge that gap, to let them understand that you can be really good in school, but you need some life skills in life, like how to connect with people, like Edward has started. This is actually a skill that's needed that can be paid outside, you know? Emotional intelligence, emotional fortitude, how to manage stress, learning disabilities, dyslexia, you know, ADHD, ADD. You know, sometimes it's ignorance that affects people not knowing the reason why they do things. So that's what I'm trying to do, to also help provide internet also to Africa, because I understood even before COVID happened, I knew that technology was already disrupting a lot of things, but COVID just emphasized the more reason why we need to have more internet and broadband with. So I'm trying to help.
And didn't the UN recently say access to the internet is a human right? Is that correct? I thought the UN said that recently.
No, well, not human right, but emphasis on needing the internet, because in Africa, not everyone has, well, I put it, an equal connection. So it's quite expensive to some, and it's inequality to some people. So I'm trying to help people to provide internet at a very, very low rate for people. Because I think Malcolm X said education is the passport to the future. And right now, education is online. So if you can't even get access to the internet, you can't get access to education. And right now, you are educating us. So education is just, it continues. We're lifelong learners, if you agree with me, Edward.
Femi, you're the best, and I'm a huge Malcolm X fan. Round of applause to Femi, the noble Femi. You're a man on a mission. I got to say, I like you, Femi. And also, too, we've got the wonderful Brittany Swan and Liz Hamlet. Brittany Swan, you're up at midnight. The floor is yours, please.
It's technically two, but I do job consulting. I'm from Brittany from Swan's Resumes. We specialize in job consulting, resume writing, international transition to U.S. area, and recruitment streamlining of processes. So right now I'm looking to develop partnerships with recruiters. I've been doing a lot of podcasts and video content offline, off LinkedIn, that I would love to have some partnership in, as well as female CEO partnerships.
Oh, Brittany, it's very noble. I just want to say, Brittany, I love your LinkedIn. It's got Brittany and you've got a swan emoji in there. I got to say, that's really cool.
Original, right?
Brittany, round of applause to Brittany. Thank you so much. And an amazing lady who recently interviewed me on a show, Liz Hamlet. How you doing?
Hi, thanks for having me today. And it's a more reasonable time for me in London. It's a 9 o'clock in the morning meeting rather than 4:30 a.m. But I'm the founder of Spark Succeed. I'm a coach and business mentor. I'm also the host of the How to Spark Success show, which is great to have Edward as part of the show, sharing some of his success secrets. So the word secret again, power words. And I also host the Lockdown and Then What podcast with a colleague that we collaborated during lockdown. So in terms of my coaching and who I'm looking to work with next, is I'm looking to expand with corporate clients to put together retainer and coaching packages, so one-to-one and group coaching and masterclasses. So if you know any corporates or business owners that are looking to support their team while they're dispersed, then get in touch. It's Liz Hamlet at Spark Succeed.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Liz. And got to say, top interviewer. Now, my friends, we've got about 5 minutes left. And don't worry, if you haven't pitched, we'll get you in there. Now is the time for us to take photos that I'm going to share on LinkedIn and Facebook and more. So look sexy, look beautiful, look handsome. And I've got 2 screens I've got to take photos of. So, fix your hair, look all pretty. I'm going to add a bit of polish here just to improve that beautiful shine. Michael Dehaan, you got a beautiful shine. So I'm going to say, Michael, you are one sexy hot ball guy. Very Bruce Willis, mind you. Now, what we're going to do is let's get ready. And I like Femi. Femi's a very hot guy. I got to say, I love your pearly whites, Femi. You're a hot man. So let's get ready. Let's get ready. All right. So get your power pose. Screen 1. Look, smile. Do your sexiness. 3, 2, 1. Big smile. Oh, that was good. Hold on a second. I'm just saving that screenshot. That's good. I guess I like your background, Gunnar. You're in the, I don't know, beautiful river or something. All right, and this is screen 2. Screen 2. Oh, everyone just do a power pose again. Look, hot, beautiful, and sexy. Love your work. Hot, beautiful, and sexy. Oh, that's the spirit. Beautiful. And thank you. That's good. I was going to say, if you want to take photos, I got these 2 photos. So let's do another pose. If you want to take a photo, now's the time to do it. And I was just going to say as well, before I forget, please take photos. Please put it on the internet. Say you've been to our event and it's awesome on LinkedIn and Facebook. So you want to take a photo, now's the time to do it. Take a photo. Got me in it. I'm going to hot some chocolate. More. Take a photo. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, Mike's going to take a photo. Hot ball guy. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you. Well, we've got, I'm just going to check the time. We've got 4 minutes left. So if you haven't pitched yet and you want to go, can we get your hand up? We've got Melissa, Rakesh. I've got you, Rakesh. Who else wants to do a pitch before we wind up the evening? We've got Mel, Rakesh. Oh, and are you putting your hand up, Isabel? Is that your hand up, Isabel? I'm going to dob you in anyway. And I saw Jen Lithgow. Gotcha. All right, let's do it. We've got a bit of time. Mel, the floor is yours. Go for it, please.
Yep. Okay, thanks. This is not a pitch. Just let you know that on Tuesday night, the 4N Networking, is that right, Rachel, is having a visitor session. So if one person is interested in attending as my guest, please message me on LinkedIn and I will organise a ticket for you. So it is the Australia session, which is fantastic. So I think starts at 5 p.m. I think, isn't it, Rachel? I can't think.
7 p.m. in Sydney.
That's right, 7. Thank you. Okay. So if anybody's interested, the first person to actually come in says they want to be a visitor on me. Send me a message on LinkedIn and I'll send a ticket your way. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Now,
also, just want to say quickly as well.
Yep.
I'm going to post this on LinkedIn soon. Always follow your heart. That's my one piece of advice that I've got. Always follow your heart.
Oh, Mel, you're in the zone. Bless your heart. Mel, Rakesh, I've ignored you for hours. Rakesh, the floor is yours. My apologies. Oh, please unmute Rakesh and go for it. Yeah, unmute Rakesh. Rakesh, you need to unmute. I'll try unmuting you. No? Rakesh, hit the unmute key so we can... There you go. All floor is yours.
Hi all, nice to meet you. I'm actually using my husband's account. We owe the consultancy company and this is basically he connected and I'm joining. So we are actually expert in fashion business startups. So we actually help entrepreneurs to establish their brands, do all the product development, sourcing, production, bring the brand in and market for them. So basically we are kind of consultant to entrepreneurs who wants to start up something, their own brand, but they don't have any knowledge or any background. Our specialization is mainly in the gym, fitness, sportswear, athleisure. And yeah.
Rakesh, thank you. Round of applause. We'll go Jen and then Zuri. Jen, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, Jen Lithgow. I've been on Ed's amazing chats once before, so a few faces are familiar. I'm not sure I have a lot to say, but I feel I can't be silent and be here and be involved. So it's kind of a weird, I feel I need to say something and speak up. I'm in a funny place because our business effectively was shut down with the coronavirus, and it'll be up to probably another year or so before the events industry is fully back on its feet. In the meantime, we've had a few interesting personal things going on in our own family and health issues. So we're in the middle of pivoting, and I'm at the moment exploring becoming a startup owner. So I'm pivoting from servicing the events industry to providing it a tool for the events industry. So I'm really happy if anybody has any needs for any people who have event type, project planning, those sort of skills, to introduce you guys to anyone you might need help with. If you've got some need for manpower or anything like that, there's a lot of people who are either or underemployed at the moment. And I've got a great network of people who work really hard, love working with people, and have all sorts of different skills. And if there's anyone who's involved in the startup world or who's been involved in a tech type startup, I'm not thinking it's going to be massive, but I'd love to talk to you. So,
Jen, it's a pleasure. Thank you, Jen. Very quickly, Zuri and Isabel, then we're out. Zuri, I've been ignoring you for hours. I'm sorry, Zuri, the floor is yours.
No worries. Well, thank you everybody for being here tonight. I will share a joke with you before I introduce myself. So what happens to a frog's car when it breaks down? It gets towed away. Boom. So I'm Suri. I'm Suri with Mortgage Choice. I'm really just focusing on getting to meet everybody as much as I can and share any tips or secrets when it comes to getting a home loan for the right property, whether it's your home or investment, a car loan or a business loan. Ideally, I would like to meet with people like Wendy, Nicole, or any other real estate agents or accountants out there, so I can help out as many people that I can. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help, or even just to listen. Have a great night.
Oh, Zuri, thank you. And we're over time badly, which is a black mark against me. But speaking about a lady of brilliance, Isabel, we've got to finish off with you this evening. I saw your hand up go earlier. Isabel, what's your final thought to close the evening, Isabel? Final thought to you.
Never scratch the eyebrow, because that means my hand's up.
Well, too bad. Isabel, final thought to close the evening. What's your final thought?
My final thought is for everyone not to forget what unconditional love is. Regardless of whoever's hurt you in the past or hurt you now, we still have to unconditionally love the human being, not their actions. That's
my God. That is deep. That is deep, as I got to say, that's been an incredible evening. Thank you for coming. Just to let you know, before we finish off, a round of applause for Isabel and for yourselves. Make sure you connect with everyone. Make sure you connect with Lassie. We've been recording this. Everyone, book in for next Thursday. Thank you so much. I'm going to unmute all. We're going to finish off a round of applause. Love your work, everyone. Thank you so much.
Champion.
Thank you, Ed and Lassie.